I'm sure you all have wondered what goes on into the mind of a Silksong coper, and me being the biggest Silksong coper in town, what games am I actually interested in? I thought it would be a pretty fun video to show you guys my wish list for 2025 for Steam. I say 2025, the games in it are all over the place. And I really want to hear from you guys some games that you have on your Steam wish list or Xbox, PlayStation, wherever. The more obscure indie title the better, because I'm always looking for fun new games to play, either on my channel or on my own time. But how's it going, everyone? My name is Primacon, and let's expose my Steam wish list. We are here on my Steam page right now. I have 21 games in my wish list. Let's go through them, see what's up. So the first one here is called Starbirds. If you've ever been on the YouTube channel Curse Kazat, it's like a YouTube, it's like an educational YouTube channel. They have birds, and they're making this game. It's basically a colony management game, I think, where you're in space and you're trying to like mine asteroids or whatever and build technology. It's pretty cool looking. Meet the Starbirds, everybody. I don't know. Yeah, I watch their YouTube channel a lot, so I'm really looking forward to their game whenever it comes out. Doesn't have like a release date, but all of their videos, they do these such good animations, and people are always like, oh, it'll be so fun to play a video game in their art style, so they made one. Moving on is this game called Cairn. It's coming out in 2025. There's a demo available now. It's like this rock climbing game where it's like super hyper realistic. Well, not realistic, but detailed, where you have to place all these supports and climb up, and you climb higher and higher peaks. But what's cool is like you get to camp out, manage your resources at nighttime, and then at daytime you're out up and about ready to climb again. Play as this woman, and she's going up, she's going places. Like just that kind of angle, that looks so cool to me. Try not to fall and die, I'm guessing. I haven't played the demo yet because I didn't get a chance to, but look how pretty it looks. I feel like this is a game you just really gotta take it in and enjoy. Hell yeah. Celeste 2, they made into a real thing. Top of the mountain. Cars 2. Then I have this game called Wheel World. It's a very chill looking game. Basically, you're on a bike. You have this very cel-shaded, artistic looking town. Yeah, that might be copyrighted. I'm gonna mute that, but you can race around town with everyone on bikes, and you can just free roam as well. You can talk to characters. It just looks so cool. I love this kind of cel-shaded art style. But yeah, just so cool looking. Like later on the trailer, you can like fix up your bike, modify it, you can free roam, talk to characters and stuff like that. There we go. Do freaking aerobics, I guess, and you get back into racing. Very cool looking game. Doesn't have a release date, but I am looking forward to it. Next up is Split Fiction. This is probably the most biggest game I've shown so far. Like most people would probably know about this one. This is by the developers of It Takes Two. It Takes Two is probably the biggest game that, like the biggest couch co-op game that has come out in recent memory. It was so good, and they announced this one at the Game Awards, and I put that on my wish list. I am just so excited to play this with my girlfriend when it finally comes out. It just looks so cool. Not much to say about this one, because probably most people know about this game, but it's like you're merged into this imagination setting where one of the girls is really into cyberpunk sci-fi kind of setting and the other is into fantasy settings, and you merge those two teams together and go through this really incredible 3D platforming segments with a partner. And I'm just really looking forward to finally play this game with Megan. Like, I'm actually so excited for this one. This one actually has a release date. It's coming out in March, so not that far away. Next up, we have Little Nightmares 3, another very popular game. This still doesn't have a release date. I was a big fan of Little Nightmares 1. I watched the whole Let's Play series of Jacksepticeye. I wasn't too into Little Nightmares 2. I don't know what I was smoking around that time. I was doing something, but I never got into it. And I played it a little bit on my YouTube channel years and years ago. I think like all the way back in 2020. Again, I never played it too much or watched a Let's Play of it, but I'm really excited for the third one when it comes out. And I think this is something you guys might be interested in watching me play. So this game has high potential of a Primacon Let's Play as well. Still no release date, which I'm kind of bummed out about because this was announced quite a while ago. But I'm hoping it comes out sooner rather than later next year. Then, of course, you got Elden Ring Night Train. Not much to say about this one that hasn't already been said. This is announced on the Game Award. It's like an Elden Ring co-op battle royale plus roguelike with Dark Soul bosses as well. I mean, do I need to say more? It's gonna be pretty hype when it comes out. Then there's Earthblade. It's this 2D indie game that I found. I think it looks really, really sick. And the reason I'm also hyped about this is because it's the developers behind Celeste. Celeste was one of the most successful indie games out there. Everyone knows what Celeste is, at least on my channel. So the people who made Celeste, they're making like this Metroidvania style game. I'm a big Metroidvania fan, of course. I love Celeste. This is just a recipe for beautiful, sweet, delicious game omelets. And I'm excited to eat it. No word on release though. I doubt this is gonna come out next year. I don't think so. I think it'll be a while, but I have it in my wish list for whenever it does happen. Of course, Slay the Spire 2 ought to be here. Slay the Spire 1 is my favorite card deck building game out of all of them. Balatro or whatever. I like Slay the Spire the most. Absolutely love this game. So excited for a sequel. Just looking at the screenshots, it's like evident that they didn't change up the formula so bad that they just butchered the whole game. They just clearly expanded upon what worked in the previous ones and hopefully made it even better. It's coming out in 2025. There's no set release date right now. Again, I'm hoping it launches first half of the year. And it says there's new ways to play that haven't even been announced yet. So, it's pretty exciting stuff. One criticism Slay the Spire has is it only has 3 acts. People say the campaign is too short. So hopefully they expand upon that as well. I mean, obviously they're going to have new areas, but how many new areas? We'll see. Or maybe they already revealed it and I'm just stupid. I don't know. But the game's there and I'm excited. Then is this game called Overnight Watch. I made a video about it a while ago. It's a video game that Jacksepticeye's publishing. I love Jacksepticeye and I love the whole era he went where he played these kind of looking indie games, horror indie games. It started with Fears to Fathom and then it just ballooned into this whole thing where Jack played so many indie games with this pixelated art style, and now he's publishing one of his own. He's having this guy, Kyle, make it. There's no release date yet, but hopefully it comes out soon. It's also tied to the Iris project, which is the whole Jacksepticeye thing, so... Silent Hill 2 is here. I've been meaning to play it, but the thing is, I got really turned off because people say that this game stutters a lot and performs really poorly, and I really hate games that stutter. Like, I just can't stand it. I know it's like very privileged kind of first world problems. I just don't like stuttering in video games, so I've been very, very reluctant to play this. I don't know if they fix it in a patch or not. It's also freaking expensive, even on a discount. So, yeah. Silent Hill 2, hopefully someday I can get around to playing it, because Silent Hill 2 I've heard is one of the best games ever made, and I never got to play the original, so I'll be really excited to try this one. Next one, Subnautica 2. There's really not much to say about this game. It's gonna get a full Let's Play on my channel, 110%. And my prediction is that we'll get this game by March. Hopefully I am right. They haven't announced anything yet on when the game's coming out other than 2025. But as we enter January, I'm sure we're going to hear from Unknown Worlds as soon as they come back from their holiday break. I am just so excited about Subnautica 2. I can't, like, there's enough videos on my channel covering it, so I'm not going to waste too much time on it. But Subnautica 2, gonna be a banger. Next up is this funny game I wishlist called What the Car. It's by the same people I think who made What the Golf, and I played What the Golf and it was really fun. It's this goofy, wacky game where you play as this car and you get into all sorts of shenanigans. And you basically run on 2 legs, but you are a car. You do all sorts of... Like, this is a game I would have definitely made a Let's Play on if my audience was wide enough. Right now, I'm still trying to grow my YouTube channel, so I can't just willy-nilly play whatever I want, because some games do really well, like Geometry Dash did, but then some games just do really absolutely terrible. So this is like one of those very niche indie games. It doesn't even have like 500 total reviews, so if I played it on my channel, the videos will do horribly. I'm kind of saving it for when I grow enough of an audience and I can make a Let's Play on it, because I actually really want to. I feel like it'll fit my commentary style really well. But yeah, it's like this puzzle kind of game. Really excited to someday play it. Next up is this game called The Lake. I played the demo and then I put this in my wishlist. It is a cozy game, man. The premise is you are this lady who goes off to live on this small town which is by a lake, and you're a mailman. You're a mailwoman, I guess, and you go on and deliver mail, and you get to drive your truck around this beautiful town, and you get to talk to all these NPCs. It's a very narrative-driven game. Again, a game that I would have loved to make a Let's Play on, but I don't think my audience would be interested in it. And I know what you guys will say, like, Primacon, just do whatever you want, it doesn't matter. And I really appreciate it, but as a YouTuber, like, it really screws your channel over if you make too many videos in a row that no one's watching. But hey, one day, when we grow enough of an audience, I can play all these games on my channel, hopefully. This one, I might just play in my own time, because I love cozy games like this. I love being able to drive around like that. Like, this is like a big lake. The town reminds me of the town in this movie called Kimi no Nawa, or Your Name in English. It's an anime movie. It's really beautiful. But yeah, really good game. Next up is a game called Moonshire. A YouTuber is developing it. It was like a dev tuber, as they call it. They have a whole YouTube channel which covers the development of this game. It just looked really cool. I made a video on it too. A while ago. It was this year, but it was a while ago, earlier side of the year. They have planned to release it next year, and then there's a demo out, which is what I played on my video. It's just really fun. It's a fun Zelda-like adventure being developed by this one guy. It has a lot of charm to it, a lot of interesting game mechanics, a lot of fun boss fights, and I had a really good time with the demo, so I put it on my wishlist. Hopefully another game I can play on my channel. Next up is a sad game that I think is never coming out. It's this game called Wronged Us, and I found this through a YouTube channel called Game Ranks. They covered this game a long time ago. It looks so cool. It's this urban setting, open world horror game, which already sounds very unique, and it's set in like this decrepit suburbia. It's indie game, and this frame really caught my eye, which is the frame as you see on the cover of it, with these two headless couple holding hands standing in this desolate field. It's very like that. It's very unpolished looking. I don't know what's going on with the development of it, if it's abandoned or not. It's been years since we have heard from this game, so I'm very worried that this might be abandoned. But Wronged Us, man, it just looks so cool as a concept, and I have it wishlisted in hopes that maybe someday it'll see the light of day, but I'm losing hope more and more as the years dwindle by and we hear nothing from it. Of course, I have Deltarune here. Nothing to be said about Deltarune that hasn't been said already. The fact that it's confirmed that Chapter 3 and 4 will be out in 2025. Again, I was starting to play Deltarune on my channel. I abandoned it because not a lot of people were watching it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till Chapter 3 and 4 come out before I do like a Let's Play on it. As in, when we get a release date for Chapter 3 and 4, I'll do Chapter 1 and 2 Let's Play in a way that we finish Chapter 2 when Chapter 3 comes out, and then we can continue. That's my plan for Deltarune. So it's definitely a series that's going to come back on my channel when Chapter 3 and 4 are closer to launch. So keep an eye out for that. I haven't fully abandoned Deltarune. Next up is Oxenfree 2. I love Oxenfree 1. It's this choose your own dialogue option narrative driven game. It's 2D. This is what the art style looks like, and it deals into like horror, like sci-fi horror with time travel and stuff. And Oxenfree 1 is one of my favorite games ever made. I watched Jack play it. I played it myself on my Switch. I absolutely love it. Oxenfree 2 was announced. I wishlisted it, but then I never got around to playing it. Hopefully I can find time to play this. I want to play this one on my own time rather than make content on it. I hear that this is completely disconnected from the first game as well, so it will be curious to see what they do with the second one. I hear it's less scary than the first one though, but we'll see. Next up is a game called IGI Origins. The younglings among you might not recognize IGI, but IGI was a huge name growing up in terms of FPS games. I used to play IGI on my old laptop, my dad's laptop, all the time. IGI is such a childhood franchise for me, and they're making a new IGI game that they announced, I think 2 years ago now. I don't think we have heard much from it. Again, this is a project that I think might either be a really big hit or a really, really big miss. I'm very excited for when it comes out. All you older generation, IGI, it's a big name for the early 2000 kids or the 90s kids. I love it. Hopefully it's good. Next up is this little indie game called Carlson. Have you heard about this game called Carlson? Oh, Danny, my man. If you guys don't know, Danny's a very, very popular YouTuber who's making this game called Carlson about milk and guns and speedrunning and style shooting. Carlson, just go YouTube Carlson. I can't explain it better than Danny can. Hopefully Danny is still working on Carlson. Again, we haven't heard from Danny in years. Or a year. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been pretty long. I do hear his fandom talk about it, that he is still working on Carlson. It's just gonna be a while, but again, Carlson's one of those meme games that is coming out soon. Speaking of coming out soon, last but not least, of course, I have Crowsworn and Silksong. Crowsworn, no release date announcement right now. We don't even have a release window. I know there's a lot of rumors floating around that it's going to come out in 2025. There is no basis to that assumption. The Mongoose Rodeo have not confirmed a release window at all. Not gonna talk too much about Crowsworn, and of course Hollow Knight Silksong is coming out tomorrow. Look out for that video. That is my Steam wishlist. I'm hoping some of these games don't get cancelled like Wrong Dust or IGI or Carlson, and I'm hoping others come out sooner than later like Silksong, Slay the Spire, and Wheelworld. But hey, if promises of release dates aren't what you fancy, you can always check out some good video game deals by today's video sponsor, Instant Gaming. If you head over to Instant Gaming, you can find yourself some killer deals on video games on all platforms ranging from PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. They sell you authorized keys from trusted resellers and they're 4.7 star rated with customer support, so you're not gonna get scammed out of your money or anything. Frostpunk 2 is a game that came out that was in my wishlist. I thought it was anyway, but apparently not. You can get this game at a discount right now. It's a pretty good game. It's a community management simulator where you're playing in this frosted overrun world. It's pretty amazing. If you want to pre-order Assassin's Creed Shadows, you can get that at a really good discount as well before the game even comes out. And of course, if you're my Nintendo fans, who can forget about Just Dance 2025 and Lego Harry Potter Collection, both of which are at about a 50% discount. Very nice. Check these and a lot more video game deals at the link in the description. Thank you Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon with a new video. Primacon signing out.